What is up, and welcome into the Easy Smoke and the GM podcast. I am your host, Ezra McCann, and I'm joined, as always, by my outstanding co hosts. He is a Chicago Public League legend. He's a Simeon legend. We can still say that. He's a Grambling State legend. He played second base for the Tigers back in the day. He was all SWAC, and he is now the head coach at Kenwood Academy. He is none other than Brandon Williams, aka Coach Smoke. And we've got our football expert. He's known everywhere. You see him all over the place. Every podcast out there has this guy on it. He is Glenn Morgan, our GM. Gentlemen, what's going on? How you guys doing?
Doing great.
Doing all right, man. I'm being a professional troll today. I'm just trying to start some fights between my two co-hosts who went to HBCUs. I'm wearing the hat of the enemy, it looks like. But it had nothing to do with you guys personally. It was all about, just representing sweetness, man. It had the Chicago Bear heart, the heart of the Chicago Bears, just going back to his roots. That's all. That's all it was. That's all it was.
You know what?
That's fine.
I have no issues with Jackson State. My mother-in-law, my great mother-in-law is a Jackson State alum. She loves her Jackson
Good
State
save.
Tigers. Yes, sir.
Good
Yes, sir.
save.
And she took us down there when Hampton played Jackson State last season, opening game, and I had a blast. And when Hampton was in it for the first three quarters, and then Jackson State just blew us away. But outside of that, man, I had a great time down there. Tailgate was outstanding, so I got nothing but love for JSU. Let me tell you that.
I mean, honestly speaking, I got love for all my HBCUs. But in the spirit of that, real Tigers are black and gold. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well,
That's all.
you guys are the same conference, so I get that.
That's
Mhm.
all I'm
I get that. I get that. We just play them non-conference every once in a while. So yeah, nothing but love down in Jackson, Mississippi. So yeah, that's it. Yo, college football starts up this week. I know, Glenn, you are very excited about that. Uh,
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
I think it's gonna be a great season. I think it's gonna be a great. I think last season was phenomenal. I think this season may be even better than last season. So it's going to be some great stories, a lot of players to look at, a lot of guys going to be coming out of school this year with a lot of hullabaloo, and we're going to really see. I think each year the playoffs has gotten a little bit more intriguing and better stacked in terms of the games and talent. Actually, I take that back. Last year, two of the teams shouldn't have been there, but it turned out to be pretty good down the stretch. I think we got to the Final Four and the championship game; those were good games. I think this all 12 teams, I think, will be solid. I think this will be a phenomenal college football season.
Any big games this weekend? I don't think so. I don't think there's any
It's week
marquees.
two where we get the big games, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Typically week two, Labor Day weekend, like
yeah, that's
typically.
usually when it gets bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, man. But I think you've got some programs to look at. Probably got about six national title contenders, so that in of itself makes it real interesting with your Oregon's, Ohio State, Texas, Georgia still in the mix. LSU is a lot of people's because of the talent that's there, and then you've got some other schools that can creep up in there as well. So Oregon, USC is a dark horse. So yeah, man, it should be real
Is
interesting.
Indiana still a contender?
That's the crazy thing about it. They are, but no one's really talking about them as much. And I think that's right where Singeti, the head coach, wants them to be. Like, he can pile on the disrespect and
Yeah.
everything. But because I think they're ranked for the most part, most polls have them at
6.
6. Yeah. And
Mhm.
that's just enough to be disrespectful, but just enough to say, well, you're still top 10, so you're still
Yeah.
relevant. And they don't have a really difficult schedule this year. So I think they're probably favored to win, I think 11 or 12, if not all 12 of their games. So, yeah, I can definitely see Indiana in the mix too. And hey, he's proven it each year. The quarterback, he's had a different quarterback each year, and they've made the playoffs last two seasons and obviously won the whole thing last year. So the quarterback they're getting now is actually more experienced and has a better quote unquote pedigree than his two predecessors. So who knows? I'm getting the magic might still be working. We'll see what happens. So yeah, a good 6 to 7 national title contenders, and then there's probably about a good another 8 to 10 other teams that are playoff caliber. So this is going to be real interesting just to see who makes it, let alone how it plays out towards the end of the season.
Shout out Chicago State, by the way. They start their football program,
That's
the
crazy to me.
inaugural season, isn't it
That's
though?
crazy. And that they have dorms is crazy to me. I'm still trying to get used to they have dorms.
Well, they've had dorms for a while now, but
I
it's
know. I
but
said
it's
I'm still
known
trying to get used to that.
it's a commuter school.
Right. This
So
is crazy.
so very interesting. But they opened up Saturday against Roosevelt, who I don't know if you remember this. Roosevelt, I guess they bought Robert Morris College, and so basically
That's their team.
merged their
Okay.
football team
Nice.
into Roosevelt. So a nice local rivalry. The first Division One game for a Chicago school since 1939,
Mm.
which was University of Chicago
University of Chicago
when
Maroons.
they were in the Big Ten.
Big Ten.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy, crazy. That's a interesting story in itself.
Mm.
Um, they're a charter member of the Big Ten. Who
Yeah.
knew? But anyway, Shot State this weekend. I'm gonna try to get out there. They play Norfolk State comes to town. Michael Vick
Okay.
is the head coach at Norfolk State.
Oh,
They're
that's
gonna
right.
Okay.
That's
come here to
right.
play Chicago State in a few weeks, so I'm definitely gonna be out there for that.
Mm.
But yeah, this should be cool, man. I'm happy for Chicago State, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully they're able to build a solid program here.
Yeah, when you said they were playing Roosevelt, I'm like the Roosevelt Franklins from Sesame Street. What you
Uh,
say? So, but no, it's good to know that it's actual
it's
legitimate program
happening.
that they're
It's
playing. It's
happening.
Yeah,
happening.
yeah,
It's
That's
happening.
yeah,
that's the thing. It's happening.
yeah. All right, but let's get started. Our main focus here, as always, is the Chicago Bears, and man, it's been a rough couple weeks here going through training camp. Man, lots of injuries. The injury bug has definitely hit us extremely hard. Um, Rough practices in joint practices in Cincinnati last week, which caused the starters to have to play in the preseason game. We had this big argument. We don't need to see Caleb Williams in the preseason. Well, clearly
Apparently we do.
we need to see the first team. And then this week or the last couple of days, they've been in Nashville with the joint practice with the Titans, gearing up for the final preseason game against Tennessee on Saturday. And I guess word out of Tennessee that they didn't look great in Tennessee, and then once again, a lot of injuries. I don't know what the issue is. Why is everybody falling right now? But secondary
Right.
is taking a lot of hits. Tyreek Stevenson came back, and I guess he had a leg injury today. Jalen Johnson had an issue, an upper body, which I haven't heard in football circle. That's always the hockey injury, the old upper body injury.
Right.
Um, Darnell Wright injured
Elbow.
his elbow again, though he was back. He's been back. Did practice a full go
Yeah.
today. But it's just been, man, a lot of injuries. Luther Burden is out. Just so many injuries. Defensive, I think Vandenberg, the rookie, um, he had some issues today. I don't know if it's
Ron Dexter got
injuries.
nicked up too.
I don't think Dexter's not even in Nashville right now because he's got a hamstring. Booker's hurt. Austin Booker is hurt. I mean, we got some depth issues right here.
Shit.
We got depth issues.
Good Lord.
This is not good.
No, it's not.
Man.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where if you're the trainer, people might start looking at you like, "What are you doing?"
Man. Yep.
That's usually the first person that people start to, at least as far as hold accountable. Outside of, if it's one thing if it's a player who has an injury or recurring injury, kind of like how they were looking at Kyler Gordon. But when it's like the whole, like everyone from every unit, and it's multiple people, it's like, are you that unlucky, or is there something that you're doing
And
or not doing?
what changed over a year's time that we have?
Well, they had a lot of injuries last year too. Secondary got hit pretty bad last year. Lost Terrell Smith before the season began. Kyler was in and out. Jalen was hurt. Somebody else I'm
Shit, at
forgetting.
one point we had all the secondary
All
without.
The entire year. Remember, we didn't have a corner.
And the linebackers, right?
And the linebackers,
And
right?
the linebackers. So damn.
We went through a stretch last season. We didn't have any corners. Remember that?
I was traumatized, so no, I don't remember that. But I believe you. I remember when we didn't have any linebackers,
Yeah.
and then plus the guys up front. You had some guy from Atlanta that came over.
Grady Jarrett.
Grady Jarrett, yeah, he was banged. And then your two free agent guys didn't play most of or one guy didn't play most of the season. The other guy was in and out during the season. So yeah, I don't know that anything's really changed. It just seems like it's just like
just
four
now
guys.
The offensive side is getting a part of it now.
They're kind of getting nicked up. And I mean, yeah, because I think what was it? Mananga was nicked up a little bit too. I think, right?
Yeah, he was. He was.
So here's the thing, man. I don't know. I say here's the thing, but I really don't know, man, because I try to go back, 20, 30, 40 years ago. I know that's a long time, but they played 4 preseason games and they didn't have the OTAs like they have them now. And it just seemed as though we didn't have the plethora of injuries that we seem to be having now when these guys do less preseason games, but they're training all year long, and you have 2 or 3 OTAs. You have the rookies OTA, all that kind of stuff. It just seems like are they giving their bodies time and chance to rest?
Mm-hmm.
And maybe what we're seeing is just like weakened stress. Yes, stress injuries. Yes, stress joint injuries, all this stuff, fatigue injuries, as you just said, and that's why the soft tissue stuff. It's just you're not. You can love football, but you gotta love yourself too.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe they need to learn how to rest better, or be less. I don't know. Is that something? I mean,
that's no, because I think that's not just a football issue. That's an issue across sports. Period.
Yeah, basketball players.
You look at the major sports, injuries are so normal now, but it's because, like you said, they're going so hard all the time, not giving their bodies a chance to recoup from all stress, the wear and tear. And so, like, you see that across the board. Like, it's everywhere. So it's not really shocking. I mean, it's just like, what are you doing to rehabilitate your body during these times? And I think that's where you learn those who are putting the time and effort into taking care of their body through all this. But it's a lot of work, I believe. I mean, it seems like it's a lot of work to still take care of your body to that magnitude with the amount of time that they're spending playing and training and all that type of stuff. So,
So then what? So should they cut back on OTAs? But Glenn, you brought back the old school. Shoot, they used to go 6 weeks of 2-a-days. They don't have 2-a-days anymore.
Right. What you're saying is it's kind of weird, but there was time in between before they did those 2-a-days. You know what I mean? I mean, training camp started in June, usually late June, maybe, or was it early July?
Yeah,
early July, late June. So yeah, now they're going like in May. You know what I mean? And there's the emphasis on keeping your body in shape all year long that wasn't there before. And so when you're keeping your body in shape, you're still working those muscles, those ligaments, those tendons, those joints. And everybody can't be blessed like LeBron. He puts a lot of work in, but there's also
he uses a lot of money.
Too. Yeah, there's a lot of money goes in that, but it's also something genetically that's in your favor as well too. Because you can put all the money and still be broken down.
True.
So you look at someone like Kyler Gordon, and I'm like, speaking with these one guys, people are upset. I'm like, dude, like his body may just not be built for the type of stress that it takes to play professional football. As fans, people play the video games. I'm one of those, but people play the video games. You watch them on TV. There's a disconnect between what we think they should be doing and what they actually have to do just to get ready to play a game, just to be able to physically be able to be on the field, just to help practice. let alone play a game. And you're putting your body through a lot of stuff. And I think if you're here in Chicago, you've been here during the Derrick Rose era, you realize that, like, yeah, man, there's a wear and tear, and there's a lot of effort and energy that goes into getting your body just, well enough that you can practice, let alone play. And you can do all that and still break down. And what does Stacey used to always say? Too big, too fast, too strong. But he's always broken down. And it's not because he wasn't trying. It wasn't because he didn't care. Derek loved basketball. Yeah, you can see that. That's passion. Just your body couldn't hold up with all that stuff. You were too big, too fast, too strong. Everybody can't be Adrian Peterson. Wreck your knee, come back and become MVP.
Right back,
So yeah, man. I think there's something to that. What's the answer? I don't know, because you have to figure out something, because it's, I don't want to say it's an epidemic, because I think that's too big a word, the word has too many other connotations that go along with it, but it's becoming a thing. And you don't want it to be a thing, because then if it becomes a thing and you get known for that, free agents may steer clear of you a little bit. It's like the whole Thibodeau thing. It's like, man, you're playing your guys too hard. You get nothing in the rest of the season. You're breaking them down. Luol Deng, you broke them down. Derrick Rose, why was he still playing? Go to New York. You kill a little guy, Jalen. He's got a big heart, but man, dude, you can't put that on his shoulders. Have him go, 90 minutes, not 100%, 48 minutes. You know what I mean? So
that aspect I didn't even think about. I was thinking league wide. I didn't even conceptualize it to it being a problem of that magnitude, because that's realistic, because we know how people feel about Tibbs. We know how that, and that's a stigma you do not want. Now, I don't think we've been reckless in games per se, like many believe Tibbs to be. I mean, I'm not too sure on how hard these practices are, but
we could be like that game since we were trailing. We had everybody in there. It wasn't like we had any big leads.
Well, I guess you're right. I guess this year would have been the time to see it, because being talking about this, all the best offense ever. So maybe we would have seen something, but.
Well, I'll say this to your point. We have kind of seen it. Where did Ben come from? What team was he at before he came to Chicago? And what have they been going through the last couple of years? Broken down. That defense is injuries. That derailed them a couple of years ago. That derailed them again a little bit last year too. And it's derailing them right now. And it's more so on the defensive side than the offensive side, but they got some significant injuries.
So it's not just us. It's not.
That's what I say. I think it's a league. I think it's a cultural issue though in sports, honestly. Because like you said, you brought up what can the league do, as far as OTAs and all that. I don't think any of that is the problem. I just think cultural wise, the not take no days off culture. I'll say that the no days off culture it's like a gift and a curse. You don't want to be that guy that's not putting in that work. And the guy that you're competing with is going hard, because if that guy don't get hurt, he's probably going to outperform you. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you have to do what you have to do to keep up with the masses. So I don't think there's a solution to this. I mean, I don't because you gotta work. You gotta work to stay competitive. Only thing that's stopping some of these guys is injuries. And me as a competitor, I can't hope the person I'm competing against getting injured. Yeah. That's not a way to go about it.
Right.
So I mean, it's something that I don't think will change.
So what does that do for the Bears prospects going forward then?
Well,
we just got to hope and pray
that the guys behind them can play some ball.
Is this hope a good strategy? Is that is this a
And
You just
strategy we
gotta
go
hope
with?
and pray,
you
man.
got to hope that your offense can average 35, 36 points a game.
Because I mean,
Right.
'Cause-
because look at it this way. Yeah, we talking about the Bears right now, but there's one team that religiously go through this. That's San
Rams.
San
Francisco.
Francisco, yeah.
They go through
Yeah.
this religiously. Like so, I mean, again, this is something
Yeah, it's so bad in
that
San
some
Francisco.
teams
They're testing their like the soil around the stadium, or not the stadium, but the
on the
practice
field.
Practice.
facility, because there may be like some toxic something going on that's contributing to this. That's how bad it's been for San Francisco. Yet they still stay competitive. So
that's
Yeah.
that's the thing. I mean, we won a division with all of the injuries we had. So I
yeah,
mean, hey man, look, I say it all the time. I know as you've seen me post it many a times. Adversity builds character. At the end of the day,
that's it.
to be great, you have to battle through some adversity. And hey, this is the adversity that we face. These
That's
injuries, like, hey, it's a part of the game. Can't do nothing about it.
that's
What you
it.
Sound
gonna
like
do?
a sound,
Not work, not practice. Then you're gonna go your ass out there and get your ass whooped. Then,
I brought it up like, man, maybe we need to, just watch film all day.
yeah, and go
Because
out
we
there.
we go out on the field and just, oh my God, we hurting ourselves big time. Hey, one more thing. Uh, Today in Nashville, which I hate these reports. I always said I hate these reports where you treat the practice like it's a game. And Carnell Tate, who was the fourth overall pick, I guess torched the Bears today. Uh, Reported in the Sun Times that he had 7 catches and 2 touchdowns in the practice session. Okay, it's not, it's practice, but he did torch that secondary. Just putting it out there. So yeah, offense, you better wake up real quick because this might get a little ugly during the season. Uh, One more thing. Let's talk about Cincinnati. The Cincinnati game. The offense did come out for one drive, drove the ball down the field nicely.
right? Good
Had a
point.
hiccup. Had a hiccup by Braxton Jones, a holding penalty that set the offense back, and they got held to 3 points there. Um, we're talking about just the first team offense. Um, Left tackle. You worried that we still haven't made that decision yet?
Worried about it? No. Is it going to be an ongoing thing? I think so. I think
Probably.
it's going to be. It's going to look like last year in some respects. I think we'll see. I think we'll see 3 different people start at left tackle minimum.
Hmm.
Well, that's what happened
Four,
last year.
four, yeah, yeah. I think we ended up having 4 total, but yeah, I think minimum, and for various reasons. Could be play on the field, injury, and it can be injury on the other side that mandates someone go to that side. So then, because they're better suited to the right, and they need someone else to play left who's better suited to play left. So I think three minimum. I don't think guys is going to be one of those guys though. I don't
No,
think
no.
I don't think he's in a mix like that. I mean, he'll if he makes the team, he'll be lucky to be someone who could play either inside or outside. He's going to have to lean into that versatility aspect, I think, just to make the team.
Well, so the question, I'm pretty sure he's not going to make it. Will
Yeah, I
Will
don't think so
Jedrick
either.
Wills make the team as a swing tackle?
I think so because he was really good on the right side when he was Cedric Willis, and I think with the elbow issue that's cropped up this off season and was an issue down the stretch last year for Wright. I think the possibility of that is something that the Bears are going to want that experience and someone who has that ability to be able to fill in there and hope that it's just fill in and not have to hold down for the rest of the season. But I think because the left tackle isn't isn't solidified, to have two unstable tackles, you're just asking for a lot of problems.
Hmm. Well,
He gives you some sense of stability there, but we'll see.
so can you see us keeping 5 tackles?
This year maybe, but one of those tackles has to be somebody that can play inside
Hmm.
as well. But yeah, because just who's Braxton's your healthiest left tackle.
Yeah, yeah.
And Theo, I mean, Theo may be as healthy, but it's okay. You wait for Ozzy. You can't really expect Ozzy to be strong as he was
I
last
mean,
year.
the fact that he's out there now
It's
is
insane. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So, and I don't want to have to put him out there because I don't want him to re-injure anything, which could be
Mhm.
a double setback. That's the danger in that. So, yeah, I think the health of your tackles and the lack of having someone who is, solidified at that left tackle position is going to mandate probably having five. And I think because of, like I said, because of Wright's, it was a bit of a scare. With his elbow, it's like, oh no, it's like, oh
Not
no,
that guy.
not that guy, and that's not even talking about the fact that you still have a center that has to get, acclimated to his new teammates, whoever the center is, whether it's, Logan or whether it's, uh, the other guy I got from New England, so, is it Bradbury? That's his name.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. So between Bradbury and Logan Jones, it's like, that you were very strong, even though we didn't know going at this time last year, we didn't know how strong the line would be. It looked like it should be better because you got that veteran, experienced and guys who actually produce on the field. So you knew it should be good. Turned out to be really good. And now we're coming back the following year. We're like, we don't know what's going on outside of our left guard and our right guard. So yeah. It's for that to work. That you need the offensive line to work for the running game to work. You need the running game to work so that the passing offense can be as prolific as it can be. And if you can't start an offensive line, it's going to be issues. So I think the way Johnson thinks, he's going to invest as much as he can in that offensive line because that's kind of the key.
All right. So
Key for all teams, obviously, but I'm just
Mhm.
saying because of what the Bears do and how they do what they do. And Johnson is a big reason why the line was different. It wasn't
I
because of what,
mean, just seeing what we saw in year one, it
yeah,
speaks to what you just said. Like
yeah.
uh
he's building that offense to where it's layered. The line to the running game to the passing game. That's how it's going. So
100 years of football ain't shit changed.
you got to be able to run the football and stop the run.
mhm.
Bears Stadium news. I guess USA Today reported tonight
Hold
that.
on for a second.
Oh, go ahead.
I just had to laugh. You said Bear Stadium news. Go on.
Or
When
not. I guess Roger Goodell met with members of the Illinois legislature to find out, hey, what's going on. And though nothing was reported out of those meetings, he's basically said that we want to make sure that, here's a quote from him, we want to make sure that Arlington Heights and Illinois have an opportunity, as well as Indiana, to put their best foot forward. I don't know about you guys, but that just tells me that he does not want the Bears
Bears out
to
of
go to
Illinois.
Indiana. Yeah, yeah, he wants
Exactly.
them in Illinois, and that's probably what's going to end up happening here.
Pretty sure the
That's
Colts
what I
don't
took
want him
from
in.
this.
Pretty sure the Colts don't want him in Indiana either.
Uh, you think they care about Northwest Indiana?
I think it's nice to have a whole state to yourself in a basketball state. And you're already competing with the Bears indirectly anyway, because a lot of
Right,
Indiana
because a lot of
fans
them are Bears fans.
were Bear fans because that was the closest team. They didn't want to be Lion fans. Who could blame them?
Right.
You've done a pretty good job. Peyton Manning changed everything for you. You've done a good job, so you want to maintain that going forward. And for the Bears, who are now looking Madden cover good, that could be a draw
Yeah.
for you in a small market already that is like, well, damn, why don't you stay in Chicago? Why you got to come over here? That's how I'd be feeling if I was on.
I just want to figure out what the holdup of this entire process
Man,
is.
it really comes down to the fact that no one truly wants to leave the state of Illinois. I think this Indiana thing, even though I don't care about. I'm fine with it.
Right.
I think they're trying to leverage that to get what they want
Of
out of
course,
Illinois.
for
Like,
sure.
because if they were truly serious about it, it'd have been done already. This constant Indiana is the plan is to move forward in Indiana. We've heard that like 5 times,
Yeah.
only to come back and say Arlington Heights is still in the picture. Like, what is going like? Damn, could have probably broke ground already in Indiana if they were serious about it.
Yeah.
Like, they're not serious. They're not serious about it. They don't want to leave Illinois. They don't. They just trying to use what they can to get government to give them what they want. And they just keep making these fake threats right now. And now Goodell done stepped in the picture, so I don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean,
Gonna finally just stop being cheap and just use their own money.
What does Kevin Warren think about this? That you got to bring in the commissioner to try to, get the wheels moving here. I don't. Because his lone job really was to get the stadium deal done. That's what he was brought in for. And we're going on 3-4 years now, and it's
longer than that.
Still
like,
not.
He came in during COVID, right? Like 2001. Is it his fifth year now?
He came.
No, I was later than that. Because remember,
he came a year.
He got them through. He got them through COVID. The Big Ten got them through COVID.
Yeah, he dealt with the.
That's it. I said, did he come in 2001? Like
no,
the spring of 2001.
Was he the same year as Justin, or he came a year into Justin?
Justin was already here.
I think he came a year into Justin.
Yeah.
So 2022 then. I'm a year ahead of myself.
I think Kevin Warren went to Justin Fields' graduation from Ohio State, if I'm not mistaken. Here,
yes, because Justin led the charge on the whole.
That's what the Google machine is for.
to play football because the Big Ten wasn't going to play, and Justin led that charge.
So he was hired by the Bears in January of 2023.
2023. Okay.
So three, almost 4 years now.
It just seems so long. It seems like about 5 years. I thought this man had been here forever. It's so much.
He came a year after Paul.
Yeah.
Poles, right?
Yeah.
I was trying not to say the wrong name. So that's why I was stuttering a little bit. Like, I almost said Pace.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, he came a year after Paul because it was Justin had Pace and Nagy 1 year.
Right.
Then it was Poles and Eberflus.
Yes.
And then Warren came, which had some Chicago people thinking, oh, shoot, Justin might be safe because of the connection with the Big Ten. And then get up out of here. Caleb time.
I feel like this saga is going to be going on for a long time here with this whole stadium.
When is the lease up? 33?
33.
Yeah, by 2030, 31, we might
takes what?
We're going to be playing at Ryan Field.
I was going to say, it takes what, two years to build a stadium? They gotta have something pretty soon here.
2028
2-3 years to build. They gotta get something done.
But you saw that money that they haven't paid Caleb yet.
Man.
Well, you pay Caleb, they're not gonna have the money.
We
I
can't
know
build a
it's two
stadium.
different. Just make Caleb everything.
The quarterback was too expensive.
He didn't get enough NIL money from his Madden cover.
By the way, man, I went out and got the Madden. Um,
Wow, really?
I didn't say I was
It's
gonna
out
play it.
already.
It's out,
Uh,
yeah, yeah. I
I
didn't say I was
think
gonna
I'm gonna
play
get
it.
it.
So you get the physical box
I
cover.
got the physical box copy. I had to go to 4 different stores
Oh wow.
to find it. So I wasn't the only one out
Which
there trying to
which
get
one?
it.
The one like this or the
No,
Jumpman?
just the Jumpman cover.
Jumpman. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
wouldn't spend a
this one they what like $100 or something because they want to give
yes,
you all the
$100, yeah.
bullshit points and
For some
all that
points. I was like, nah, I'm
that you
good.
don't even need.
I don't need that. I
The
don't need that.
For all our listeners out there, this video game was the busters get the added points. That mean you ain't good enough to. That mean you ain't good enough to earn them.
Hey, did you guys? Oh, go ahead.
No, I was to say I thought you got it because you were joining Cross's league, his Madden league, but
Oh, he's doing a Madden League this year.
he's doing a Madden league. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's got he's got
I'm good.
I'm sure he's got Justice.
I'm good.
He's got Justice Smith did it though. So let's see. Jason, I'm sorry, Justin. I
Jason,
said Justin. Jason Smith, excuse me. Yeah.
former Illini, my man, my man. Hey, did you guys see the rivalry uniforms that came out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Caleb had a weird picture, but yeah, I saw the rivalry.
Was that a real picture?
Was that real though?
I don't
not,
know if
not
it was
not
real.
the one with his legs up. I don't know about that one.
I know
No,
that
the
one.
The
I'm talking
split?
about the one. No, not that one either. That was definitely fake.
that was a fake.
There
That's a
was
funny.
one that was a little,
I ain't
you
seen
know.
Like he's sitting, he kind of trying to look smoldering or whatever. I don't know what the word is.
I mean,
I think that
nothing
one
wrong with it. If that's how you want to pose, it's all good. You my quarterback, but it
um,
was, huh?
yeah. I don't know. I guess I gotta see it. On the field, it just seems different. I
It
don't know.
it comes out looking very Illinois Syracuse like.
Yes, I think that
I
I was
think
gonna say it feels very college like.
that's my issue with it.
Yeah, yeah,
That's my issue.
yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the number font. Um, yeah, it's too Illinois.
Very
If
collegiate.
that's a word.
Yeah, it felt very collegiate. Yeah, I
If
agree with you.
if that's a word. Man, I would have probably stuck with the Navy helmet. Maybe gone with like a
Yeah, maybe Matt. I can see that.
a matte helmet there. I don't like the orange helmet.
So is this the Christmas Day uniform or something?
I don't know when they're wearing it.
I don't know when they're wearing it, but they're
I'm
on
assuming,
national TV several times, so I'm sure we'll see it at least 2 or 3
I'm
times.
By the
assuming it was
way,
what rivalry I would have thought against the Packers.
Packers,
but
probably.
here's the deal though. Everybody came out with their rivalry uniforms, and the Packers everybody had a dark color. So we can't wear them. Like Minnesota's came out, Green Bay's came out, Indianapolis came out.
Maybe you don't wear it at the same time. Like if you're at home, you wear it. When you're on the road, you wear your regular
But then what's
uniform.
the rivalry thing then? Just when
Don't be trying to make sense out of
okay,
it.
okay. I'm sorry.
No, I don't know, bro.
But
I don't know.
I hate the Packers rivalry uniforms. And
Is it
not
all
just because
white?
I hate Green Bay. No, it's a green and
I haven't seen it.
it's green with white pants and a white helmet. And it's a weird number font.
But they're trying too hard. Which it sounds to me like you're saying everybody trying too
Didn't
hard.
like that one. I didn't like the Vikings one. Um, the Colts one wasn't bad. There was a black, wasn't bad. But yeah, the Bears one, yeah, I'm not a
Yeah,
big fan. But I'm sure they're gonna sell a lot of jerseys with it.
of
A lot of
course.
people gonna go out and buy it. So so yeah, more power to them. But I didn't realize we play on Thanksgiving and Christmas this year.
Yep.
That is not good.
Well, if we were healthy, it'd be cool.
We got time. We got time to be healthy by then, at least.
Yeah, Yeah, yeah. That's a long time off. Long time off. That's all right. Um, a lot of news out of Cleveland this week and their whole
I think it's
quarterback
football.
situation. Me, I wasn't surprised. Number one, we'll talk about the announcement that Deshaun Watson will be the week one starting quarterback. The man is making a
He's
billion
made,
dollars.
yeah, he's made obscene amount of money.
Yes.
You can't just get rid of him. And you're not gonna pay
No
him.
one's gonna take
I
him.
think he's what 46 million on the books this year to sit on the bench. You can't do it. At least for week one. You gotta
It's your bench. How's it any different than what he's done? He played with 19 games.
so I'm just saying I get it. I get it. Now, I'm not a Cleveland fan, so it's a lot more easier for me to digest
To
this.
understand it. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
you
mean,
know what?
I tried to look at it from the lens of if I was a Cleveland fan, right?
Okay.
I mean, I was a Justin Fields fan.
Hmm.
Everybody know
Yeah, same here.
we
Yeah.
we were in position. We had the number one pick 2 years in a row. Like one year we traded it, the next year we used it. I think Cleveland is looking for another quarterback. I think
I get
that's the
that.
mission here. I think yes, because of the money, we're going to start Deshaun. I don't think Deshaun continues to. I think midway through, if not sooner, Shador takes over. They're going to still lose games, and they're going to draft a quarterback. I'm not going to just say they're going to draft Arch. They're going to draft a quarterback. They're going to draft who they are going to believe to be their their next guy. I'm just not. I just can't make myself emotionally invested in this because I feel that's what they're on. They're 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 trying to get a quarterback.
Yes. I'm laughing because it just hit me. The ghost of Bo Jackson, John Elway, and Eli Manning just reared its ugly head. You got a Manning. They
Yeah,
pulled a coup
that's
before, and
that's why
they
that's
we
why that's exactly why I said I'm not going to say Arch because I can see them
yeah,
saying, "But we're not coming there."
we're not coming to
So
Cleveland.
so like that's why that's exactly why I said that. Yeah,
Wow.
What
Yeah,
was
yeah. So
I
we
was watching something recently. Um, it may have a podcast or something, but it was Eli Manning, and he was talking about that whole situation, how he didn't want to go to San
San
Diego,
Diego.
and
Mhm.
that he said his dad was against it. He was
Against the whole
against the
holdout.
whole holdout thing. Yeah. His dad was against it, but he said, okay, but this is your choice. This is, it's your show. So I'm going to roll with you. And he took the brunt of it, basically saying
Right.
he was the mastermind behind it when in actuality, he wasn't.
Wow.
mm.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I can actually see that. I mean, look, Arch like, look, I played for the dog shit Saints. Y'all like, you don't always
But
get to have it your way.
but
But
you could say we went through
because of
that
But
though.
that,
that's
Yeah,
why everyone believes that. That's just
yeah,
like the Johnny Manziel story. He played on his privilege, made everybody believe he was rich,
yeah.
and he was the whole time getting paid in college. Like, I mean, so it was easy to believe because Arch played on such of a bad team. Like, he didn't want his son to go through
go
that.
to that. Right.
So it's definitely easy to believe it.
Check this out. I'm looking at Deshaun Watson's contract numbers here. This season, he is uh, his cap hit is 41 million
We
for the
already paid him.
2026 season.
We already paid him $500 million. I mean, what's a few $41 million between friends?
All right. His
What is
dead
it
cap
next year?
number, if let's say they cut him this year,
39.
is $127 million.
Damn.
So clearly he's gonna be here. All
For the
right.
next 3 years.
He's gonna beat you. All right. 2027. 2027, his cap hit goes down a little bit. So it goes down to
86.
basically 35 million. All right.
It goes
Just the
down 35 million or
no
235 million.
235 million. Just
Okay.
just the cap hit. But if they
Oh,
cut
just the
him,
cap hit.
that's just the cap hit.
No,
If they
that ain't
cut him, the dead cap
86.
number is 86 million.
Good Lord.
28. 28.
We'll save $40 million.
What do I got to do in life to get something like that?
28. The dead cap hit.
Gotta fail up.
52 million.
Man, look, and we've always said our people don't typically get that type of opportunity. True.
All right. But they can void the contract out in 2029. That's when they can at that point cut them, and there's no real cap hit there, no dead money.
You know what's crazy? They're gonna draft a quarterback, and they're never gonna have the rookie
deal. Yeah, you're exactly
rookie
right.
deal to build on.
Exactly right.
By the time his deal is over, if the rookie is playing from jump and doing well, they're gonna have to extend the rookie.
We can give you this Deshaun Watson contract. We'll turn that down. It would still be good there. $240 million guaranteed.
Man.
Yeah, bro, that's insane. That is literally and easily the worst contract in NFL history. Based especially upon what you did not get, which was you got dog shit for it. That was just so karmically doomed to begin with, man. The way that whole thing went down. Question for you. How do you guys feel about, I don't know if you heard what Deshaun, like the press conference after the last preseason game.
Talking about the fans.
Talking about the fans and everything. I listened to some of the other pundits, particularly Orlovsky, say things like he shouldn't be on the team anymore. You got to have him out of the building. And if I were a Cleveland Browns fan, I wouldn't go to the games. And they're saying that everything that Deshaun said, they had nothing. He could find, I shouldn't say they, but he could find nothing redeemable in anything that Deshaun said. So I don't know if you heard Deshaun's comments.
I don't pay attention to the media in Cleveland when it comes to Cleveland because everything is positioned towards Shador, one being railroaded or he should be the start. So every opinion is in favor of Shador. So
this had nothing to do with Shador.
I know it don't, but saying he shouldn't be in the locker room no more, get rid of him. It's ultimately a plea for Shador should be the starter anyway. So I just don't pay attention. I mean, I don't know. It's Cleveland. Like, it's Cleveland. Come on. What? Joakim Noah told us best. It's Cleveland.
Cleveland from fun.
It's Cleveland.
Like, vacations in Cleveland. Mo Wallace does. I know a guy. When I first heard the comments, I got why he said what he said. Clearly, he still feels some kind of way and was still bitter about him being booed, basically, after he tore his Achilles the second time, last season on the field. And he's like, for him, he felt like the boos were the same, had the same bite to them. Yeah, tone and bite to them than they did. And I think that's what he was saying. Is he saying every fan? No. Just, the fans that were booing, that boo had a little something else behind it. The problem is you don't really have much of a leg to stand on because when you got here, there was a dark cloud under, you being let go from Texas and you being traded from Texas here. And your play has not ingratiated you to anyone. And not saying that you shouldn't feel some way kind of about the boos, but it almost seems it's a little bit tone deaf to him. Like, so it's almost like, do you blame them for booing you? Because the boos didn't come out as soon as you got out on the field. If he said, as soon as I stepped on the field, before I threw a pass, they were booing me, I get more of his argument. They started booing you because of your play. And I was watching some of that game. I had to stop watching because his play was so bad, I couldn't watch it anymore. I'm like, dude, it's horrible. I I remember when you were really good. I remember like wishing you were a bear. I can't watch this dude. You just you do
Mhm.
this to yourself anymore. It was unwatchable. And so I don't know if even he gets how tone deaf he sounds, even though he's articulating how he felt that the fans were tone deaf about, their treatment to him in terms of his injury and what it takes to get back, so on and so forth. So I don't know, two wrongs don't make a right, I guess. Is where I'm coming at. Um, but I just don't know how that's going to work for that organization, that locker room, the energy when they come out in the field. It just seems like there's a
Yeah.
lot of unhealthiness there. What's crazy because there's actually some pretty good talent on that team. When you look at it, unit by unit.
Great defense.
Look at that receiver room. Those guys are it's a nice little bit of talent at receiver room. The two rookies look really good. The tight end looked really good last year. The running backs are solid. Offensive line is decent. It's probably the one unit that probably needs the most help, but it's not horrible. It just needs to play together a little bit longer. It's a shame because what coach are you going to get to come to that organization that seems so dysfunctional? I don't
Yeah.
know. And Shador, I mean, if Shador, you want a shot somewhere, you need to leave Cleveland. 'Cause it ain't happening there. I don't know Miami, I don't know where you're gonna go. But mm,
Sometimes it's best, even if you think you're right, just don't say nothing. Just don't say nothing. I mean, I get why he, was emotional about it. I
right,
would be too. Don't say nothing, especially in the
go win them.
situation, in the situation you're in. Yeah, it's a no-win situation there. So just be cool.
You know when you can't say something?
What?
Well, you got 46 million in the bank.
That's true.
Hmm.
Wait.
What they gonna
Wait.
do?
What's a let's see. Wait. Did I pull it up here? Give me a career salary on a Deshaun Watson.
I'm gonna say just short of 400 million, like 398, 390, something like that. 300 some odd
Uh
90 million.
Not yet. He hasn't got there yet. I don't no.
I thought, okay, I thought that one of his contracts
320.
No. No, we're talking about up until 2025 right now.
up until okay,
Up to
so you're not
to
counting
to
the
to
whole contract,
2025. Yeah, not the entire contract.
right? So he had a rookie contract. I think he got 100 something from the Texans. I
That's
think.
what I thought he got 180 from them. I
Yeah.
thought.
So I'm gonna say 285, $285 million.
285. As of right now, wait, what happened to I just had it. Oh, there we go. I'm in the wrong. All right. As of right now, he is at 234. 200 basically 235 million.
But at the end of this year, you add that 40 something million to it, that would be
Uh-huh.
closer to 280.
It'll
So
be
I
at
I
280.
I, I added this year before. Okay, I
Mm.
was a little ahead of myself, but okay,
280 at the end of this year.
that's insane.
Good for him.
I know, right? You ain't work a day in your life, man. What they
Ooh,
gonna tell you? What they
good
gonna
for
tell you?
him.
What they gonna tell you?
Hey, hey, let's move on. College football and this whole eligibility situation. Excuse me. There we go. This whole eligibility situation. Um, the NCAA announced that beginning this season that players would have a 5-year window to play college sports. So no more red shirts, no more medical red shirts. You get 5 years to play 5 years. All right. So you don't even have to take off a year. Like back in the day, you would have a red shirt. You have
For
5 years
sure.
to play 4. Now you have 5 to play 5. You can play five full college seasons. Um, so the problem was that players that left college this past season that um, with this ruling still had a year eligibility left were forced to go and try to find a professional contract. So a judge in Louisiana ruled that those players, if they don't make a roster, that they could come back and play another year of college football. Um, since then, this week, Daquan, what was the player's name out of from Cleveland?
I don't remember, he wasn't drafted.
Daquan. Let me make sure I got the right guy here. Daquan Wright, um, who played at Mississippi, um, was on a roster in Cleveland, and was released. Went through waivers, and LS basically made an agreement with LSU that he would come to LSU to play a final year. Since that point, both the Big Ten and the SEC and some other conferences have come out and said they will not allow that for players to come back from a professional contract to come back and play one more year of college football. What do you guys think about that? Is that fair?
I
Is it
think
wrong?
well, going right goes wrong.
I
As far
mean,
as I see it,
yeah, I mean, like
pun intended.
before we got on, I didn't understand it fully. I was thinking of a person who 3 years draft eligible, decide to test the waters, don't get picked, well, go through the camps and all that, but don't make a roster, come back. I wasn't knowing that it was like 5 year guy, like stuff like that. No, man. I don't even like the whole 5 years of able to play. Like I'm 5 years to play four. You only get 4 years. That's something that I mean, if you red shirt, you still get your 4 years, but being able to possibly play 5 years of college sports is crazy.
Did you redshirt?
No, I didn't.
So you played 4 years, and I was
I played 4 years
that was
straight.
it.
That was it.
So you wouldn't have played a fifth year?
I would have because I know Grambling won the SWAC the year after I left. So yeah, I would have. But but in reality, and I mean, it's me. I wasn't fucking Barry Bonds or nothing. I was a little smoke.
Wait. You all swag though,
I
man.
was
You
all
was
SWAC, but I wasn't a pro. I'll say that. I'm not even gonna sit here and beat around the bush. I wasn't a pro. Like so, me playing a fifth year, no one was going to care. Like, I mean, no one was going to care. But I'm I'm okay with how my stuff went. Now, like, had I, let's say, I was tearing it up, and well, baseball, you don't even have to enter the draft. They just draft you. And when you're draft eligible, if you're draft eligible after 3 years, if you don't like your draft position, you just don't go. It ain't no
well, they
going
have
to
the rule of, correct me if I'm wrong. If in baseball, if let's say you're drafted and you don't like your draft position and you go back to college, do you have to stay in college 2 years, right?
No,
No?
it's just one more year because you're draft eligible either at 21 years old or 3 years removed from high school.
Okay. Okay.
So your draft, so you have some like I want to say Roch,
Oh, what
but
about what else? Try to high. So let's say you get drafted out of high school.
you get drafted out of high school and you don't go, you have
Yeah.
to stay in college. If you go Division 1, you got to stay for 3 years.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
what I was
yeah,
thinking
yeah,
about.
yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But
Okay.
that's regardless if you get drafted or not. If you get, let's say you get drafted, you don't like your position and you go junior college, you can get drafted that next year. So in junior college, you can get drafted every year.
Okay.
So that's well, Bryce Harper didn't get drafted out of high school. He dropped out of high school and got his GED, went to JUCO early and got drafted out of junior college first overall.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, I mean, yeah, but But yeah, to this rule, I'm glad that the conferences are stepping up and saying no. Like at the end of the day,
Yes,
it,
it's
it's
about
becoming way too much of a stuff happening in college football.
Common sense is
Yeah,
I
of
guess starting to prevail here. Lane Kiffin came out and basically said, "Hey,
course.
everybody else is going to do it, so I'm gonna do it. I'm going to do it first." Was basically his deal, and it's
Not
like, no,
shocking.
that's that's not right. I do like the 5 for 5 ruling, um, just because I think the whole medical red shirt thing people take advantage of. You were getting to a situation where you had guys that were able to play four games,
Yeah,
in a season, get hurt, and then say, "Oh no, I'm shutting it down. I'm taking a medical red shirt and then get another year." You had guys out here that were, in their 8th year
yeah.
college
That's true.
still playing. It's
You're
like, really, and I know
making a very valid point there.
one is the it was the whole COVID year thing, but I'm like, come
Hmm.
on, man, it's taking advantage.
Yeah,
So I think it's fair.
great
Hey,
point.
you get 5 years. If you get hurt one of those years,
That's
you
you
got
got
one
your
more.
four. You got
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
That
So
I can agree there. I can agree there.
but yeah, in my opinion, once you sign a pro contract and you're actually on a roster and you're playing in the preseason, that's it. You can't come back.
Even if you don't play, I think once, like you said, once you sign that contract, like no,
Now, I do think that they should be able to, let's say you're a junior, just like the NBA does. You can,
see where you're going to
see
be,
where
and
you're
then
going to
make
go, see
make
where
the
you are, and you
decision.
can make the decision
I
before the
agree with that.
draft.
I agree with that
Yeah.
because here's the thing, man. It goes beyond just that particular player. It also affects incoming freshmen, potential incoming freshmen, and in terms of I chose to come here because I thought there'd be, you know, two guys ahead of me, not four guys
Hmm.
ahead of me, because two guys came back, and now I'm in a situation where I'm losing a year, and now I can't transfer because I got to wait a year before I can transfer. Whereas if this was more clear early on, I would have known, or it was already established that he wasn't coming back because he went and signed a contract or whatever. And so now it's like I could have gone somewhere else. And then that just creates like another backlog because now it's like this whole trigger effect. Everybody else is it creates a lot of unnecessary chaos, man. And then, it messes with because if the player's coming back, he's coming back for some kind of money. I'm sure he's not just he can't make it at the pro level, so he's going to try and make it at the college level.
Yep.
And it's like, dude, you already had a chance, especially now that the NIL's been around for a couple of years. You already had a chance to make your money, and now
Yeah,
you're going to go pro. Now you're coming back. It's like, dude, this ain't about you. You're
yeah,
making this about you. And no, like no, go on. You don't already got paid. We didn't win with you, so why would we go win with you again? It seems it's a clear money grab for the player coming back. And I'm not. I get make money. I get that, but it just seems there's a lot of disingenuity and a lot of self-serving, and it's rife for more or potential corruption and people lying more about this, that, or the other. I just it's an element that already introduces more chaos in a situation that's yet to really fully establish what it is yet. This whole NIL and transfer portal thing still hasn't settled into itself yet.
yeah. I like the whole. I would like the idea. If you enter, you go to the combine, things of that nature. You see what happens, and then you return. That aspect, yes, I think that's the more realistic way. Like once you sign a contract and you make some type of money from that entity, I think at that point it's over with. It's over with.
Yeah, that and they need to figure out the whole coaches thing too, because when these coaches leave, that's kind of upsetting some of the apple cart too, some of the balance and things. And I know Kiffin caught a lot of hell for it, but he didn't do anything different than like 30 other coaches did at the same
Yeah.
time. And people say, well, it's the playoffs. I'm like, well, no one gave the James Madison coach hell. He did the same damn thing.
Yeah.
But James Madison said the university's like, oh, you can come back and coach.
Mm-hmm.
But he did the same thing. He took the UCLA job. He did the same thing. Same week Kiffin made a decision, he did it. He didn't catch any hell at all. It's the same thing.
But know what? It's easier to
because Kiffin's
to forgive. Well, number one, yeah, that's one thing. But going from James Madison to UCLA, making that jump, okay, I get it. And I think the players there.
No, it's worse. How often is James Madison going to be a chance to be in a 12?
Not very often.
LSU's going to have plenty of chances for the next 20 years. LSU's going to have.
No, that's where I was going though. I'd say it's more understandable than for Lane Kiffin to make the jump from Ole Miss to LSU, same conference.
What's that got to do with anything?
No, I don't agree with that.
It's because the same
why you don't
conference?
agree with it? Why you don't agree with it?
No, as being I'm looking at this through the player's lens. Wait, so through a player's lens, you gonna jump to our rival? Really?
But a lot of them
not like he went to Mississippi State. Yeah, not like he went to Mississippi State.
He went to LSU. That's even worse.
Not even worse.
Nobody cares about Starkville.
But I'm saying it's not the rivals. Not Mississippi. Ole Miss and LSU aren't like this Lockhorns rival. I mean, they're
the same conference and they play damn near every year.
So you're saying it in the aspect of when he left?
Yeah.
Versus him, if he left after the season for LSU, it would have been.
That's the problem. That's the whole thing. That's what
that has to be figured out.
That's what I said. They got to figure that out.
Yeah. That definitely has to be figured out.
Skip is like, I got to make the decision now, or I can't, or the job will be gone. It won't be there waiting for me potentially.
I don't know if it's to be like a dead period. From I don't know how that works.
They got to figure out with the signing days and all that, because I think signing is like February.
Mm-hmm.
Usually, I think that's the second signing. I think there's one a little bit earlier.
I think November.
Workouts.
February.
I was gonna say, but workouts for teams start.
You got spring football.
As soon as not even before spring, just workouts. You start once you get back to school in January, late January. So
that's true too. I don't know.
I don't know how that works. I don't know.
I'm just saying it's look, I'm not the kid. I have my reasons for not liking Lane Kiffin, Tennessee aside, but actually no, it has a lot to do with Tennessee. But I still try to be, somewhat objective. And I'm like, well, James Madison guy did the exact same thing. The team's in the playoffs, and James Madison, they're not going to make the 12 again anytime soon, bro. They just aren't. So it's like you want that coach to be there, but James Madison, the university, allowed their coach to stay. LSU or Ole Miss was like, they'll let the door hit you on the way out. So I don't know.
Where was Signetti before he went to Indiana?
James Madison.
He was at James Madison.
Mm-hmm. This guy took over after Signetti. Yeah.
Okay. I thought that. Okay. So will Lane Kiffin coach in every school in the SEC? Is that a possibility?
He's bet 1/5 of them already, right?
Yeah,
16 teams. He's been Tennessee, Ole Miss. Actually, if you throw in Alabama, he's been a quarter of them. He was the head coach. He was OC. No, I think this is probably his last SEC job. He might find himself in the ACC, maybe the new Pac-12. If it doesn't go well, it'll shoot. The pros ain't gonna have nothing to do with him.
No,
I don't think so.
Not anymore. Well, he had the job with the Raiders for a second, right?
He did, but the way he was talked about when he left, he's a liar. He's this. He's no good. I mean, it straight dogged his character, and everything he's done in college. I don't know if
hasn't helped his character.
Hasn't really helped it look any better. No. Who knows? He'd be Dallas Cowboys' new head coach going forward. Jerry Jones and him.
Jerry's last hire.
Yep.
Hey boys, let's call it there, man. That's gonna do it for this week's edition of the Easy Smoke and the GM podcast. I want to thank everyone for listening. We greatly appreciate it. You can catch our podcast on Apple Podcasts,
I
Spotify, iHeartRadio,
Wherever else.
wherever else you find your
Yeah.
favorite podcast, I guess. You can
And
also
YouTube.
catch us on YouTube, video version on YouTube. Go to HP53 Productions on YouTube, and you will find us there, along with the Super Duper podcast hosted by Rob Griggs and the new podcast, World's Public Record. You guys should check that out. Pretty good podcast hosted by Professor Williams. So yeah, that's gonna do it. Yo, Glenn,
Yep.
please take us out.
Hey, it's like we always say here at Easy Smoking and GM Podcast. We ain't saying we're right. We just don't think we're wrong.
We'll catch you next week.